Well, it's getting pretty obnoxious. Every day I get out here and I talk about just how wonderful I am and how things are going so well, and you're probably tired of hearing about it. But in case you can't tell, like every minute of every day, I have gone from feeling like death warmed over to feeling as though I can get outside, walk around, enjoy the day. This morning, you don't want to hear this, but this morning I got to take like a partial shower. My mother-in-law and wife, once I got partially clothed, helped me figure out how to wash my hair a little bit, just enough that the doctors approved it. But I feel like a real boy again. It's like Pinocchio, right? I'm not a wooden little boy anymore. So now it's Sunday morning. It's, what time is it, honey? It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're gonna go visit a friend's church about 10:30. We're gonna sit in a comfortable seat at the back. I'm gonna come toddling or scuffling in on my walker, and we're gonna try church out finally on a Sunday morning. I miss everybody in Pontiac. I can't wait to see my friends and family in Green Bay and Pittsfield and Marion and everywhere else. But thank you all for your patience, and thanks for watching our videos and staying up to date with us. We really feel like it's helped us stay connected.
Well, we are here at Salem United Methodist Church in Baldwin, and it should be a fun experience. Neither of us have ever been here before, but
we were here once.
We were here once. We got a tour, but we haven't been here for a worship service, I should say. And we thought this might be a little low-key than the church I grew up at, Manchester. And
maybe a little less sickness.
A little fewer people. And again, a good friend of Scott's is the pastor here.
So here we are at Salem in Baldwin. It's a little United Methodist Church, I think German heritage. One of my friends, Suzanne Lyons, is the pastor here, and she's someone who, well, I had a rough kind of first 10 months in ministry as a youth director, and Suzanne was awesome. Like, she came over and she gave me support, and there were all these things that I didn't understand that were happening in the church, like with staff and stuff. And she like stood by me the whole time, and she supported me, and she'd come chat with me, and she'd keep saying, "Scott, you're doing fine. None of this is your fault." And so today, when we were trying to think of a place to go, instead of going to Manchester where there would be like 2,000 people with flu on any given Sunday morning, we thought it might be nice to come to a little smaller church, a place where we knew the pastor, and we'd spend a little bit of time worshiping and fellowshipping and just relax a little bit this morning.
Well, Scott and I go way back from, 2000. We were both involved in ministry.
That's back to the year 2000. We don't go back 2,000 years.
Right. We go back to the year 2000, back in Southern Illinois ministry, and Scott had a very impactful on my life at a very difficult time, and I really appreciate having him. And it's been fun to keep up the relationship and see his call blossom and grow. And now I'm here at Salem in Baldwin. I am just newly been approved for ordination, so this is all new for me. I've only been here about 2.5 years. But I thoroughly love being here at Salem and Baldwin for a number of reasons. We are in suburban West County, St. Louis, where many people don't know their neighbors. They come home, they hit the garage door opener, they go inside the garage comes down, and they don't even know one another. And this church, if anything, they do community beautifully. So it is literally impossible not to be known in this congregation. And there's something about connectedness and coming together in community when you have needs and faith development that's very powerful. And we still have a traditional worship service and still have potlucks, but we also have a very diverse group of people here who are very engaged in their faith. So it makes a very exciting place to serve and be a part of.
Hi, I'm a member of Salem and Baldwin. I have been since I was a little kid and went through the confirmation program. Growing up at Salem, I like it because while we don't have a huge amount of youth here, the youth that we have are all really close. We all have tons of fun together.
You're close-knit.
Yeah, we're a close net of friends. Even those of us that have headed off to college, we all still keep in touch through Facebook and other medias. And then the adult Sunday school classes and stuff are fun because some of them we learn to question our beliefs and therefore make our beliefs stronger. The services are always fun, tons of fun songs, and great music programs.
And a great preacher.
Yeah, great preacher.
Hey there, my wife tells me that I've been redundant all morning, and all my videos are pretty much the same, and I've got to shut up and stop saying the same thing over and over again. So, I'll start by being redundant and say, here I am at Salem in Baldwin, United Methodist Church. It's been a great experience. Reverend Lyons did a fantastic job. Most of you don't know anything about preaching maybe, or if you do, it's just like it was either good or bad or you fell asleep. But Reverend Lyons did a beautiful job of narrative storytelling for her sermon. It was really remarkable, I thought. And what I'm going to say, and I'm going to get closer to the camera so not everyone hears me say this, but in order to not be redundant, in order to make my wife happy, I'm going to gross her out a little bit. And I'm going to say that for the first time today, I was able to urinate standing up. I said that in church. That's right. I was able to stay standing up. And you think that that's just an everyday sort of occurrence? Not after brain surgery. But I washed my hands, and they even set me up with some hand sanitizer. If you look around the sanctuary here, you'll see it's a really beautiful old sanctuary. This was an old German church. I don't know if we can read the sign back here, but an old German sign back here. It was a German-speaking church. And this church is just down the road from Carrie's home church, Manchester. Manchester United Methodist Church is just a few miles down the road near 141. And just a few miles down, we have this whole other United Methodist Church with a whole other heritage, and beautiful in its own way. A historic, beautiful chapel. Well, when we first got here to Salem in Baldwin, Missouri, the United Methodist Church here, we walked in back here at this door, and as we came in, it was really extraordinary. Here I am looking like an 80-year-old man with a zipper up the back of my head, and there were all these Boy Scouts all over the place. And my wife came in and told them that I had just had surgery, that I was a little stressed out, and immediately the ushers and Boy Scouts came all around us. They got one of these fancy chairs, and they walked ahead of us, and they got us all set up. And so here we are, we get into this church, and these Boy Scouts carry this chair to the very back and find me a place to sit. And everyone must have wondered what the heck was going on. But the church, the people here just surrounded us. They showed such support to Carrie and I. They made us feel like we were just right at home. The pastor went to our office, picked out pillows, and helped me get all set up so that I would be comfortable in this high back chair. Our experience here at Salem was marvelous.